afternoon, friends, and welcome back to the homestead. Hubby and I were in town today and we found this beautiful brisket at Walmart, and we have been dying to have brisket. So I'm going to bring you along as we go ahead and prepare this brisket and smoke it. So let's get started. All right, friends, so I have my brisket here and we're going to go ahead and remove some of this excess fat and just trim this up a little bit and get it ready for the smoker. All right, friends, now that my brisket is all cut up, we're going to go ahead and make our seasoning, and we are going to do a very basic seasoning. We are going to be doing equal parts kosher salt, black pepper, and some garlic powder. Now go ahead and mix this all together, and we are going to generously put this all over both sides and the corners of the brisket. I have an old shaker bottle that I'm going to go ahead and put everything inside. Make it a little bit easier to spread on evenly. All right, friends, now that this is completely covered in our seasoning, I am going to go ahead and wrap it in this paper, and I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. I want this to be completely cold before we stick it on the smoker. All right, friends, so it is nighttime. We are about ready to go to bed. This is the perfect time to go ahead and stick your brisket onto the smoker. I have it preheating 225, and we are going to take the brisket out there and you're going to make sure that you put it fat side down. And then in the morning, after about 8 hours of it smoking at 225, we'll be able to come out, see the internal temperature. If it's at 160, we're going to go ahead and wrap it and then let it go for another 5 to 6 hours. So let's head outside. It's cold out here. It's about 29 degrees right now. Alright guys, I'll see you in the morning. The pellets that we're using are these Jim Beam. They are actually from the bourbon barrels, so it's gonna have like a bourbon smoky flavor to it. I'm excited. Good morning, friends. It is the next morning and our brisket is almost done. So I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to make sure the pellets were doing good, and I had to refill it, and then I woke up again at 6 and I checked them and I went ahead and wrapped it. So it had gone a little past the 160 that I wanted. It was at 170. So I went ahead and wrapped it with the foil, turned it upside down, fat side down, and then I just let it go. We're almost there right now. So I'm about ready to pull this out, and then we need to rest it for at least 1 hour before we go ahead and cut into it. It smells amazing out here. All right, friends, it's at 2:02 now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off. I've got my pan here, and we're gonna let it rest for 1 hour. Oh, it smells good. So what I noticed when I put this probe in, it went in like butter. That's just a good sign. You want it to be really smooth when it goes in. That means it's gonna be nice and tender. So let's head inside. All right, so we're in the house now. I'm gonna go ahead and place this in the oven to rest. Again, you want to rest it for at least 1 hour, no more than 2 hours. If you're going to let it go a little bit longer, you want to put it into a ice chest with a towel, and then you can go ahead and put it in there and let it rest a little bit longer. That way it holds the moisture and holds the heat. If you're not going to do that, you need to have it cut up and ready to go within 1 hour. All right, friends, so now it's time to cut it. So it's very important when you go to cutting a brisket, you have to cut it correctly. All right, so find the middle and cut it directly in the middle, like butter. Look at how juicy that is. All right, guys, so now that we have the middle cut, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the foil for all those juices, because we are not losing any of these juices. So if I had it, I would be using butcher paper, but I cannot find butcher paper anywhere in my town or in the surrounding cities. I'd have to order it on Amazon. So I had to go with my foil. If I had butcher paper, definitely, and if you have butcher paper, go that route and use butcher paper when wrapping your brisket, because it will come out a lot better. This is still gonna be amazing though. All right, so this flat side, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this way into thin, uniform slices. Look at that smoke ring.
I can die now. That fat, that flavor.
Now this section, we're gonna go ahead and cut it this way, not this way. I don't know about you all, but I like the fattier side of a brisket. Friends, this is like the best brisket I've ever made. The flavor of just the salt, the pepper, and the garlic, that's all you need. It really brings out the flavor of the meat, and it is amazing. Definitely gotta try this. Alright friends, so I really hope you give this recipe a try, and I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well, and have a blessed day.